ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Pismo Beach, California. We're going to be taking my 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport on the beach. The purpose of today's video is I've just only been driving my truck on highway roads and city driving into work and things of that sort. So I wanted to drive it off-road, take it onto the beach, check out the scene here at Pismo, which it's absolutely insane. If you are planning to come in the middle of summer on a weekend, it is going to be extremely busy. There are two entrances to get onto Pismo Beach. You have one at Grand Avenue and one at Pier Avenue. My girlfriend and I entered at Pier Avenue, and there was a pretty long line of vehicles waiting to enter the beach. It only took about 15 to 20 minutes, so the process wasn't that bad. $5 for day entry or $10 if you're planning on camping overnight. As we entered the beach, we noticed the further we drove south, it got very, very busy. There's tons of very insane off-road builds, ATVs, dirt bikes, trucks, you name it. There's little kids running around, so you definitely want to be careful and you want to be safe. Airing down your tires to preferably anywhere from 10 PSI all the way up to 20 PSI, give or take, is going to assist if you are going to drive into the much softer stand. This is a 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport, and it has the Michelin Primacy LTX, I believe is what they're called. They are the LTXs. They are street tires. They're not anything crazy. They have a little bit of knobs on them. So what I plan on doing is taking you guys for a drive in the hard sand, telling you how it performs. I've been leaving it in 4 high pretty much the entire time. And then we definitely took it in some pretty soft sand, which the truck handled okay, but I really would like to have some all-terrains or more knobby tires if I'm going to take this thing onto the dunes. You're going to see cars like minivans and Honda Civics and Teslas going by, which is kind of hilarious. You don't necessarily need anything too crazy if you're just going to drive on the hard packed sand, but if you want to go into the dunes, you're going to need something pretty legit. So I've seen plenty of Tacomas and a handful of TRD Sports. They all have some much knobbier, crazier tire setups than I do. So I'm not going to push it too hard, but I did want to take you guys in kind of, from what I can tell, higher limitation on these tires. So we have not gotten stuck yet, knock on wood. It's been a great experience. It's really fun. Izzy and I found this sick little spot to just set up. We got the pop-up tent, we got some food, and yeah, it's nice. The water is absolutely freezing, by the way, so I just jumped in. But the Tacoma's handling it very well. If you really also wanted to take a 4th Gen Tacoma off-road, stuff like this, probably a TRD off-road or higher trim level would be great. Make sure you check the weather before you come. This area you can definitely get really windy, cold, foggy, but we kind of scored today. There was a little bit of clouds, and it was actually, funny enough, raining earlier, but now it is nice and sunny, and yeah, we're having a good day. We are going to take the Tacoma into significantly softer sand to see how it handles. I'm gonna put it in 4 high. It's been 4 high the whole time. I can see a TRX up there and he's stuck. Throughout the time we've been on the beach, the truck has been handling all of the sand very well. It's done a fantastic job. So here we are entering the softer sand. These tires certainly are skidding a lot, and you can tell the all-terrains would definitely be better. We're basically just floating on top of the sand, but nonetheless, it's pushing through. If you're planning on doing a lot of off-roading or driving in sand, I would not recommend these tires. All right, so we're giving it about half throttle. Yeah, the 4th Gen Tacoma, she's handling pretty well. Yeah, this is definitely, you can feel for these tires. She's having a little bit of a hard time, but all right. Oh my. Sorry, my narration is probably extremely bad. Again, giving it about half throttle, maybe 3/4. Good job, Tacoma. She did well, boys. She did well. I would love to see what this thing could do with some serious tread on it. All right, so we are done. We had a fantastic time here at Pismo Beach. To summarize, this Tacoma TRD Sport did a fantastic job for the setup. At first I was a little worried that it maybe was going to get stuck. So if anybody's considering taking their stock Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport, this is a 2025 but a 4th gen Tacoma TRD Sport, onto the beach and taking it into some fairly soft sand with stock tires, you should be good to go. Just be careful, be prepared, make sure that you have shackles and things to get you unstuck. Thank you to my absolutely amazing girlfriend, Izzy. She grew a pair and she was kind of handling it through some of these little dunes here. It was always there.
It was always there. I just haven't shown you yet.
She hasn't shown me. It's a little concerning. Make sure that you bring something to air out your tires and put air back into the tires. You can get one of these and you just put this on the plug and it will let air out, and then it also has the ability to be able to read the amount of PSI. I barely aired down at all, so this is actually a perfect example. If you're taking a stock Tacoma with the stock tires and you haven't aired down much whatsoever, it still works. Maybe next time we'll get some crazy tires, air them down a bunch, and we'll be doing huge jumps off of the dunes.
Yeah.
Huge jumps.
Yeah.
Another thing that you guys need to make sure you do is take your truck immediately to a car wash. One thing that I made sure of was do not drive your truck into salt water. I've seen a few people do it, to each their own, but salt water is going to corrode the out of your truck unless you can somehow immediately wash it with fresh water, but you do not want to get your truck in salt water. That's just my preference. All right, there's the aftermath of driving in the sand all day. There is so much sand buildup